Hunter was born with music in him. But he was not a kind of a person that had to be begged to play. He loved to play, and so he shared his music. That's one thing that a lot of them didn't do. That was his pleasure to play for other people, and so he would go in and just sit at the, there was a piano at the hospital, and he would just go in and sit down and play. And sometimes he got a little loud, and they would have to come over and say, quiet it down, or he got a little jazzy, and they'd have to come over and say, quiet it down.
There were people who came and sat down beside him.
Oh yeah, there were people. If they knew he was going to play, there would be people coming and sitting and all around. They had a little piano, a little area around there, and they would come and sit and enjoy. And it seemed to relieve some of their pressure sometimes.
I remember that when Shelley had started taking piano lessons, she'd taken about 3, I think, and she came home and she says, I still can't play like Papa. Of course, nobody could play quite like Papa.
All the way down to the depot.
Which would it be about 3 miles, wouldn't it?
At least, or maybe
I
more.
would think.
I expected more. And catch the train and go down to the Plains, which was the next village, take his music lesson, get the train, and come back up. And then walk all the way down back. He didn't have to be begged to play. He liked to play, and so he shared his music.
He played, because people would want real live music, and he could go and play. And he had a list of songs that he kept, so he could, it wasn't that he couldn't remember the music, he could remember the music, he just didn't remember which song he wanted to play next. And so he kept the list so he could go from one to the other, and he never had to open a hymn book, which was really good because he couldn't see too well at the end to read the music. He was having difficulties after he lost his sight in one eye to be able to read the music to sing. So it was all in his heart and his mind that he could sit down and continue to play.
I always said music was his first love. I was only his second love. Phil and Biz and Hunter and I and maybe another couple would go out on Saturday night. We really had a good time. We really had a good time. Then on Sunday morning, Hunter would have to get up and play at church. Sometimes he had a hangover. But music and a lot of music and booze went together. I expect it still does.
He was invited to go to, when they had a hymn sing, he was invited to go down to play at one of the black churches because he could keep up with them in their rhythm and their singing.
He's played at Rosstown and he's played out here.
It wasn't just one black church, it was several, huh?
Oh yeah.
That's so funny.
Anytime there was a hymn sing, anywhere he usually was invited to come and play because everybody loved to hear him play. I remember, Steve, when I was in the beauty pageants, that he had a different song for every girl in the pageant.
But he didn't have to have music.
He didn't have to have music, and if you got called back to be in the next grouping, you made it through the first grouping and you got called for the next one, you knew it because he started playing your song. And you would know then that it was that you were going to get to be part of the next one until it was, and he played in Marshall for the local pageant, and then there was a county pageant in Martin, and he played for that, and each girl had their song. And I think there was somewhere between 60 and 100 girls, and each one had a separate song, and he remembered each song for them. And my song was A Pretty Girl Is Like a Melody. It was always my song, no matter when. And he played it for me years later. I remember one Valentine's, you called up and he played that for me. I thought that was very special.
I loved him so much I could have eaten him up. I just liked to hear him play because I couldn't play at all, and I loved to hear him. And when we got married, the piano had to come along with him over here.
So I was looking for Advent candles, and I went into the Christian bookstore, and the lady in there was on the phone trying to find a instrumental of When the Saints Go Marching In for this other lady who was a customer. And she couldn't find it anywhere. And I said, I think I have that on a cassette my dad made. And she said, oh, could I get a copy? I said, well, I think it's in my car. I'll go get it for you. So I went and just got the tape for her and brought it in and gave it to her. And she asked me how much she needed to pay me. And I said, you don't pay me anything because my daddy believed that he should give his music away. And so I want you to have it because that's one other opportunity he has to give it away.